It is definitely Christmas tree season, and we are still surrounded by a ton of them up here at the NMAX Center, where we celebrated the Christmas Tree Festival. The Chinook Regional Hospital Foundation celebrated their annual gala. Tell me all about it and how much was raised.
This year, we were blown away by the support that we saw in the community from the attendees, from the sponsors, everybody that came in and poured their heart and souls into decorating the trees and all that. Last year, we raised over $100,000, which was fantastic. This year, we've ran our numbers and tallied it up, and we're at $140,000. So it's really quite blown us away. We're still, wrapping our head around this. So.
How much did the average tree go for? I'm just curious.
They ranged a lot. I think for the most part, you'll see the trees go for over 1,000, and then a few of them went for close to 5. So you get a little bidding war in there here and there, and that gets it going. A little healthy competition. So we're pretty excited.
That is fantastic. Let's talk about where that money is going to go.
Yeah, so the money that's raised here at the Christmas Tree Festival, the auction and gala, it all goes back into the hospital, the Chinook Regional Hospital. So if you've been to the hospital in the last little while, you've noticed there's a bit of a redevelopment going on. And so the monies that are raised go into making those spaces just better, enriching them, that sort of thing. The redevelopment project includes many, many upgrades, including a heart function clinic, labor and delivery, and all that. So it's going to just very, very important parts of our community.
Okay, now let's talk about these trees. They were all donated, correct? And they are just they have blown my mind looking at some of the creativity that has gone into this. I saw a Grinch tree, we saw a frozen tree. What else is out there?
It's interesting because every piece is stunning in their own way, and a lot of the decorating teams that come on board, I think a lot of them start their planning the gala the year before. They see what works, they see what they loved of the other trees, they get their wheels turning. And so what's really cool is each of the 25 pieces has their own essence. They have their own flavor. So some of them might be whimsy, like the Grinch. Some of them have just a really, really great Canadian flavor. We had a lumberjack tree that did really, really well. That one was great. We've had some woodland chic ones, some timeless Christmas. And so it's interesting. It's one of those things where you can take a spin, you see something, and then your second time around, you see new things. So, each tree has such a unique spin on it and a different, appeal. So, there's a tree for everybody up here, and we saw that last night. So.
Definitely. I think one of my favorites was the polar bears. It was just gorgeous.
It was stunning, and it was beautiful. It had, the polar bear family, and a lot of people were fans of that tree, that's for sure.
And one thing I found interesting, too, is they are not actually being undecorated and then redecorated for the person who bid on the tree, right? They're just kind of being wrapped as is.
Yeah, it's funny because it's kind of a behind-the-scenes day today. After the gala, all the trees are hand wrapped with love and all that. But what's really interesting, I guess, each piece is wired on. So, these trees are made with love, but they are really, really made with love.
These are some secure trees here. They're not going anywhere.
They are. These trees, they will get them in the condition that they were seen, viewed, and purchased in.
Now, we also have a motorcycle that was up for grabs, and that went for over $18,000.
It did, yes. Dr. Holland at the Chinook Regional Hospital gifted us a 2014 Harley Davidson, and so the value of it was just over $21,000. So we threw it in the auction lineup, and it did really well. It went for $18,500. So each and every penny of that $18,500 goes straight back into the hospital.
Exactly. Shonna, thank you so much for joining us today. That was the annual Christmas Tree Gala and Auction here at the MX Center, with all the proceeds going to the Chinook Regional Hospital Foundation.